after 7 in the morning. I work at 8 o'clock to go stock and clean a gas station, so I'm gonna dip in the Buc-ee's real quick, use their facilities, get caffeinated, and then we're going to head that way. Saturday morning, and we're right up the street from the Barber Motor Speedway, so even though it's kind of wet on the roads, looks like there'll be some track time. I'm going to look up that stuff because I wouldn't mind going and watching some folks go around the track if it's accessible for the public. All right, I'll be back in a few. Brushed. Iced coffee acquired. First time getting iced coffee. It was a little confusing for me, but it's almost 7:30, so we better hustle. This is the first time I've seen every bathroom stall full, and the guy was even trying to clean as people were coming out, so extremely busy. I'm sure there's something going on race weekend. Everyone's probably traveling for the holidays as well. What's also kind of interesting is the amount of people having brisket for breakfast here. I mean, obviously that's what Buc-ee's is known for, and you don't really know when you're going to pass a Buc-ee's if you're just traveling. But so many people are outside sitting on a wet sidewalk munching down on a big fat Buc-ee's brisket sandwich. Away we go. I'll catch up with you when we get to our next stop. All right, we're right across from Circle K in a parking lot back here. I got to suit up. I got about 8 minutes to do it. I got to put my knee pads on, my work pants on, my steel toes and all that. Catch up with you in a second. All right, suited up to try to be about 5 minutes early. Hopefully this iced coffee kicks in soon. I slept really good though, so I got just good amount of sleep. Good amount of sleep. It's a very damp day. It's not raining now. It's very overcast, so it's supposed to be warm today too, so I fully expect a humid day. I hope it clears up because we need the sun, and I'm probably going to need to use the AC today, and we're at 60-something%. All right, everyone, we're here. Time to go make the donuts. right. That shift is done. Had plenty to do. I'm a little concerned because I come back here tomorrow that there won't be as much for me to do. I can keep busy. I did get, and this lady's kind of she kind of is the one that gives a lot of the shift smart people some headaches. And she literally said, I just want you to know that you do a great job. I walked into that cooler last time and I couldn't believe that everything was out of the floor. So, and as you could probably have seen with some of the highlight videos I shot, I did an even better job today. So almost everything's worked. But everything's worked. There's some stuff on the snacks and stuff that I can work on tomorrow, and probably the beer cave, which the beer cave doesn't take long. It's just a little confusing the way they have it laid out. But we are done. We are off for the rest of the day. I'm gonna go pull into Walmart, but I don't know what the plan is yet. As you can see, I'm over here at Walmart now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit and upload some video if I can hook up to the Pizza Hut Wi-Fi that's behind me. I might be close enough to Walmart too, but I found Pizza Hut's Wi-Fi where I'm parked usually is stronger. And then I'll figure it out. I want to eat. I'm trying to decide if I want to cook some stuff. I kind of want to make pasta because I have that pasta and I can boil water and things, but the only downside is I want to get some ground beef or something to cook. I'm not sure if I want to do that today. I know I want to do dishes. I got something new that I want to show you, and you'll see it in this video. But I don't know. Let me edit video and figure out my next move. Alright, I opted to go inside to Walmart and get a few things. And just like that, you spend 20 bucks. Under 20, like $19 and some change, thanks to my employee discount. But I feel like some of the stuff I needed to have, all the stuff I could use, but I'm going to spend at least 10 if I got fast food today. And spending this 20 is going to help me with some things I need to do, which I'll explain in the back, and we'll make some food that it will last me longer than just one day, hopefully more than just 2 days. Okay, well, I uploaded 2 videos. I'm just light editing these things, guys. I was doing a little bit better when I had access to the library, but I haven't been going to the library lately. It's the one I usually go to is a little bit further, and after that thing with the police being called on me, I don't know, it kind of soured me on really wanting to go, but that's where I could lay in some music and stuff a little bit easier that's not copywritten. We're sitting here at Walmart. I got 2 more videos to upload, and then I should be all caught up with queuing up uploads. So that's when I'm gonna work out at least one. It takes an hour to 2 hours depending on what I'm doing, just because there's so much footage and so many things I have to trim down. But catch up with you after that, I guess. Don't judge. Over at that racetrack or raceway, I can't remember which one it is, right on the other side of that business is a white car surrounded by 3 police cars. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Stealthed in on me. But there we go. Bag is secured. Everything in that bag, after taxes and everything, $4.74. Here's what I was talking about. There's something going on. The car they had pulled over is gone. But it does seem like a heated discussion is going on between that female police officer and the male in the vehicle. So not sure what happened, but could just be joking around. That happens too. But All right, when I stop, I'll show you what I got. All right, show you where I'm stopped. I'm on the other side of the parking lot now. All right, here's what I got. Got to buy one, get one on my double cheeseburgers, which I like the double cheeseburgers, to be honest with you. Another police officer just went around getting kooky over here. I was thinking about staying here tonight, you know, since I got to go right back to that circle like I did that one time. But seeing so many police presence, I'm going to keep an eye out. If it looks like there's too many, I'm going back to Bass Pro, because I'd rather lose $2 worth of gas than get any trouble. And I got a 10-piece nugget, which was free with my points. Got 2 barbecue sauce. And my reasoning for this is it's hot right now. It's probably in the 70s outside. Let me see what it says. Yeah, it's 76 degrees outside. The sun hitting the van. The sun's going down already, though. Hitting the van. It's probably in the 80s in here. And I just didn't want to increase the temperature by turning on my cooktop, you know. And the lowest it's going to get is the 50s tonight. If it feels cold enough, that's when I'm going to grind out my cooking. If not, tomorrow night, even though I'm working, but I can cook early in the morning, it's supposed to be in the 40s. So, you know, that's the thing as a van lifer that I'm learning, is when you cook, you know, in the van, increase the temperature in your vehicle, which is good in the wintertime. In the summertime, I'm understanding why so many van lifers are seeing it parked, putting their cooktop on top of a picnic table or something like that. And if it wasn't the weekend, and if it wasn't around Thanksgiving, I would probably consider doing that today at that one park we go to. But when I was going by, I saw they were setting up folding tables and stuff, so I know they got something going on. It looks like some like feast or something, like either a, I don't know, it seemed like an event of some sort. So I feel like a lot of parks are going to be that way, or families out there, and it, you know, no problem. But I really want to go to a park when there's not a lot of people around and not a lot of reasons for people to complain when a van's there. This is just my own preference. So I'm going to eat this stuff, and it didn't warm up my van, and I'm going to crack my sliding door opens. The cats want to come out, and I think I'll play it by ear, but chances are I'm going to go back over to Bass Pro tonight. I'm having a good day. I don't need the hassle, plus it's easier for me to watch my Supernatural and stuff. I got my Jackery fully charged, so I only got up to 67% on the solar. We had really good solar. It's just, it doesn't last long. You know, roughly about 12:30 to about 3:30 is how much sun we got before it went over and behind the trees. So that's just how it's going to be for a bit. I'm a little bit concerned. This car is parked here sideways and it hasn't moved at Walmart. It's parked right next to the trash can, but his head keeps bobbing. I'm just worried that someone's going to call the police and I get pulled in, so I think I'm going to move. Alright, I moved. I'm pretty sure that guy was doing drugs, and you know, when you live in a van, you don't need any more attention than you already get, so it's just smart to take your home on wheels down the way. I'm just on the other side of the parking lot for now. I'm trying to think of somewhere else I can hang out for a little bit. I need to start finding some other haunts, but this has just become so comfortable because I move back and forth enough that I don't need more spots, and I haven't had any issues, but I would like to change it up at some point. Now it needs to be kind of on the way or something, because until I get that gearbox fixed, I get a little worried. Alright, well, Waddles is still up here with me. While I was eating, Happy was sitting on my lap, so we were good. And Bimo was in the table right behind me, so they all got a little piece of the white meat from the chicken nugget. Grable doesn't care for such things. My videos did upload, so I'm working on editing the last one that needs edited and ready for upload, and then we're just on today's video. So fairly productive. I'm hoping to have it all done tonight. So I'm a little bit ahead again because I was falling behind just because I wasn't editing, and it starts making the edits rough. So hopefully things look a little bit better from here on out for you guys. They just did a slow roll around my van and then ran my plate. And now they're parked right there. So let's see what happens. Well, I think something's about to go down, guys. All right. Yeah, they're definitely out here running tags. I am not staying here tonight. Something's going on. I guess I better pull out. I'm just concerned that that might be their plan, because you know those other police were up there on the street. So yeah, this is one of the reasons I was concerned about Thanksgiving. I have all those days off, but a lot of these businesses will be closed Thanksgiving Day, and that's going to make it hard for me to boondock anywhere, because I know when I was at the Walmart that I work at now, I was over by there because I forgot my gym wasn't open at the time, and I saw a police car going, and any cars that were pulling in that, you know, now that I've been working there, I know normally boondock there regular. They had a police officer that came by, and he was just kind of chasing them off and stuff. So Walmart's feel like they might be a no-go for me as far as I feel right now. I feel like I might get away with Bass Pro, but I'm also a little bit worried that maybe since Bass Pro is probably closed, they might hire security for that day, because that's a lot of boats and stuff they have there technically unattended, if not, right? But then I'm also of the mindset that they might be more friendly to RVs and stuff, since that's their bread and butter, and those would be the people traveling. So we're gonna play it by ear, but you know, I'm off Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. Don't go back to work till Thursday night. So I'm more concerned about Wednesday night and Thursday day. My original plan was to get a hotel, but I'm making a little bit of headway, and I'm spending more on, like, I'm splurging on food, that I don't want to go in the opposite direction by booking another hotel. You know, I already had those emergencies that came up when I first started van life, where I needed to charge the batteries back up with that catastrophic fail stuff, and the brake issues that we finally got paid off. We got that money cashed out to me from one of you, and I don't want to completely waste it, so we got our credit card bills completely paid off. And while I wouldn't affect a credit card bill, it would affect my ability to save. What is going on with my door right now? It should be closing. Yeah, I should be closing all the way. All right, we're at that Dollar Tree that's next to the food giant. You know, the reason I do that is because these semis and some more will show up tonight park here. I just got to be careful where I park, because it seems they might be a little territorial about their spaces. Like, I parked one row back behind me the last time, and semi parked like as close to my back bumper as it could. Not that it stopped me from getting out or anything, but it seems like it was kind of a message. All right, I'm going to try to finish editing this video off my phone's hotspot, because I still want to keep going. I knew there was something going on when I saw the police over there at the gas station while I was going to McDonald's. I mean, I don't mind if they want to come up to me, what are you doing here? I can be like, I just got McDonald's, here's my receipt, blah blah blah. I also shopped in there, here's my receipt. So it's not like there wasn't a reason for me to be there. It's that they pulled in front, looped around, and I don't think they realized that I had my backup camera that I showed you, and I saw them go behind, and he was reading it off and she was typing it into the computer. It's like, I don't like people running your plates without probable cause. You know what I mean? You're running the plate of my van when I'm parked here in my vehicle, clearly not doing anything. That just doesn't seem right to me. I went inside that Dollar Tree to grab a couple things. Let me show you what I got at Walmart first, since those police doing that tag check kind of got me wonky. But I got this bowl here. These are 50 cents. It's kind of a replacement for the cat's water bowl. I got blue because Wallace has trouble seeing in the dark and stuff, and a lighter blue color would be better. He doesn't like the color black, freaks him out. You can't make out the shape. I got these fast orange wipes. These are basically for cleaning my hands and stuff. A lot of times when I'm cooking and stuff, I need to clean my hands. I don't have a lot of water to work with. Got some mushrooms that are past due to go into this cooler. Some pasta sauce. I really wanted some silicone collapsibles that I saw before, but I couldn't find them anywhere. So I got some cheap funnels. That's for draining the like pasta water and stuff into a bottle, so I have a place to put it. I'm gonna start working with the plates. I got this one for the cats so I can wash it and everything. And I got the black one for me, and that way I can tell the difference on whose is whose. Some old Kraft Parmesan to go with my pasta, and this thing's past due to go in a cooler. This is a cool one. It's a beef and pork blend. If I had some breadcrumbs, I would make some meatballs out of those. But that's pretty much what I got. Well, no, I had one more bag, but if I did, I can't find it. Put this stuff out of the way. And then, oh, here it is, yeah. Oh, here it is. I got a jug of water, and that's pretty much it. That's what I got. Basically, I'm gonna make some pasta. I was going to make it tonight over in that Walmart parking lot, but those cops they're jonesing. I guess because it's kind of the end of the month or something, but I mean, they're chasing people down. They were circling in the parking lot and running tags. It's just, it did not feel right. And if it doesn't feel right, the beautiful thing about having this thing on wheels is it's time to roll up the roads. And that's what I did. Everything was feeling wrong, right? You had that guy look like he was on drugs or whatever. If I would have been parked there when they came around me, I could have been pulled into anything. So I think I made the right move. All right. Now, over at Dollar Tree, because I'm going to watch some Supernatural tonight. Got some Crunch and Munch. Excuse us, Grable. High quality production over here, as the man would say. Now, this is the bowl I think I'm actually going to use for their water. It's a glass bowl with a top. So if I can remember to put the top on, I may not spill. Hold on. Hurry up, then, hurry up. Come on. If you're coming. All right, if you're not coming. Waddles. All right, so I'm going to use this for their water bowl for right now. And that way, when it sloshes, as long as I remember to take the top back off. And I got myself a Diet Mountain Dew. I'm slowly trying to kick my sugar a little bit more, he says as he goes. And I got my Wally Wallabies. Well, that's what I got. I don't know when I'll make that pasta now, but everything's in the cooler. That's the beautiful part about having a cooler. So we're gonna chill here for a little bit, and I'm probably gonna drink this Diet Mountain Dew. And this is the other thing. This is what I'm gonna do back here, I think. All right. I almost got it on Amazon, but I went ahead and got the Walmart one. I get 10% off, and I had it instantly, and I'm kind of hurting for it now. I've got the Ozark Trail collapsible. Well, the Ozark Trail collapsible sink. So the beautiful part about this is, you know, it collapses, so I can put it somewhere easy. And I need a sink. I got these pots and pans that need to be washed. I haven't quite figured out everything, but that's part of why I got the funnel, in case I had to put the stuff into a bottle or something. I have it. But that's what I need to do is some dishes. So I think I'm going to try to get away with doing some dishes back here. Wish me luck. This thing's working great, but I low-key need 2 of them, right? One for soapy water and one for rinsing. I won't do that right away, but I will need 2, I think. Just got done feeding the cats. Seems like they like the new plate. It's a big plate, so it'll be easier. I'll wash it in the morning, I think. Got done using the sink. I washed the pots and pans, a knife, a spoon, and a little liner tray for my electric lunchbox. Worked out great. I do want to get a second one at some point, or maybe to make a smaller one, I don't know, but I do want one for rinsing. And that little spot right there fits into that funnel that I bought, and I put the funnel in one of the cat's old litter bottles for right now, and I just drain the water. I open the drain and let it all drain in. Then I close the drain back up. If there's still any water, I just tilt it sideways from the top and let it drain into the funnel. So far it's working out pretty good, so I'm glad. That means I got something to brush my teeth in or even wash my face in now. All right, I pulled into Bass Pro Shop, but I'm a little concerned. Once I pulled in, I no problems coming in, but once I pulled in, I decided I wanted to move the vehicle, and when I started it, it didn't want to keep running. I had to give it gas. So then I turned it off. I mean, to the point that everything died, like my radio reset and everything. I went and checked the battery. Doesn't seem like it's loose. I hope it's not the alternator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go drive for a bit and see if it just, you know, haven't been driving a lot today, just here and there. So maybe it needs to be charged. But I'm starting to get worried about my battery. Well, I drove it all the way from Buc-ee's over to the Home Depot that I usually hang out at. And when I stopped and turned the engine off, it had trouble starting back up. It wouldn't start the first time. It just acted like it wanted to and died. And then it finally started up. I popped the hood, and it seemed like maybe the positive terminal was loose, so I tightened it, and I did it while the engine was running. Don't try what I do at home, folks. And right now it started back up. So I'm going to turn it off and see if it starts back up again without any hesitation. Everything's off because it kept resetting my radio, so everything's off now. Seemed like that might have been it. I really hope that was it. All right, we're driving back over to Buc-ee's, and we'll test it out one more time before I go to sleep. I am definitely going to be, if everything works out, I'm definitely going to be plugging the jumper into the Jackery tonight and getting a full charge off of it to make sure we have it tomorrow. Stressful, folks. Real stressful. This has not been the day off that I was hoping for. It's just everything's kind of had me on edge. I'm wanting to say, because I was on an angle when I pulled in, that maybe the battery terminal was loose and it kind of maybe slid a little bit and jerked it or something. I don't know. But between the sketchy way the police were acting over there, that drug guy next to my vehicle, and now this. If I didn't have that gas station shift on the Buc-ee side of town, I'd stay over here. I'm half tempted to cancel that shift, but it'll be a ding against me. But hopefully we make it over there. Hopefully this fixed the issue and we make it to Buc-ee's. We wake up in the morning and we manage to the issue's resolved. We get the gas station gig done. As soon as I'm done with that gas station gig, I'm I'm going to come on this side of town just in case something happens with the van. Police are everywhere tonight. I just passed one back there, and now there's one up here. Not that I have an issue, but you know, I don't know. Today, I guess, I know it's, you know, end of the month, holiday time, and all that stuff. So I think as a van lifer, you don't want to be part of their quota, and you can see it seems like they're really hunting for stuff today. Well, all right, we are back at Bass Pro again. Let's hope all goes well. I will say, I think it might have fixed the problem, because I hadn't mentioned it, but my gas needle had been shaking and flickering for a while now, and I looked it up, and it says that's usually, you know, a short or something like that. So I thought I just had some short in the harness, which I had a harness issue with the fuel pump a while back that I had to have, you know, a mechanic fix, which one of my favorite mechanics, they took care of it, lickety split, charged me $200, but took care of it. But it's not flickering quite as much now. I'm gonna wait till I stop and see when I idle if the needle flickers, but it was just going kind of nuts when I was driving. Well, some more folks have showed up here. I don't have my backup camera on right now. Actually, I got one backup camera I can use. I forget I have this one. It's a backup camera I wired in too. All right, backing up. Here we go. We're going to turn the engine off again. The engine is off. Let's see if she starts up. She started right up. All right, I'm gonna hope this works. It has been a doozy of a day. Whew. All right, everyone, let's cross our fingers and hope in the next video you find out that my engine started just fine and I got over to my gas station shift and made it back over to the work side of town with no hassles, no police, no nothing. I haven't had a good day, but I hope that you did. I'm going to hook up my jumper to the Jackery, let it charge. I'm going to try to maybe enjoy an episode of Supernatural so I feel more relaxed. The cats already look like they're all ready to conk out. So until next time, this is your old pal, Hannibal Vanlife, signing off.